Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, Earthlings, it's me, Krum again. Welcome to my channel, Krum's World. I have been playing Tomb Raider, and I am happy to say that I have finished this game. Let's raid some tombs.
You've got great instincts, girl. You just have to trust them.
That's what my father used to say.
Now, there was a man that ran on instinct. For better or worse. He would have been so proud of you, Lara.
We're getting closer to the storm.
Now, whatever's coming, we'll get through it, eh?
Do you like my video editing? Surely watching that makes you want to play this game. This is Tomb Raider, the 2013 reboot, and this is the one where Lara Croft trades her short shorts for a bloody climbing axe. Not to mention, but she decides to throw herself headfirst into all kinds of chaos. So grab your human nuts and let's climb this awesome game. Right, so here's the deal. This game is like a bloody treasure chest full of possibilities. You have your exploration, climbing, crafting, hunting, salvaging, puzzles, and combat. And let me tell you, when that combat kicks off, freshen up your undies, because you are about to embark on one crazy adventure. If you are looking for a game that gives you a shoot your face off, explosions up a bad guy's ball bag, or cat-like stealth attacks that choke out some son of a bitch, then this game has it all, and it's worth its weight in gold. You feel every punch, you feel every arrow, and the bow is absolute magic. Whoever thought of making Lara Croft a silent huntress with a bow deserves a mega pint and a caress of the nutsack.
A mega pint.
The climbing in this game is mega bumhole pumping stuff. From what I can tell, I believe this is more fluid than the Assassin's Creed games. Lara is scaling cliffs, swinging on ropes, and shimmying along ledges like she's got a death wish. Every leap is a breath-holding moment, and if you miss, then you'll find your controller reaching warp speed at the TV. Or someone's head. This game had good QuickTime events. I thought it was a cutscene, but then out of nowhere. Press Y not to bloody die. This made every cutscene now a stressful but enjoyable experience. When the cutscene starts, I sit there with my heart pounding, sweating from every crack, crease, and hole, fingers hovering over the buttons, hoping that I didn't shit myself. It is intense, it is frustrating, and it is insanely brilliant. I believe that this was done so well, it definitely helped with investing me into the story. This brings me to the controls. They are not complicated and are easy to get accustomed to. The game's mechanics and control animations are quick and responsive, as you would expect an action game to have. I was naive to think that this would be common practice amongst all games. However, by giving a quick try to Dark Souls has made me realize that this has to be mentioned. What I noticed at first with Dark Souls is that you would press your action button. Then 10 minutes later, your character finishes the bloody move. Meanwhile, in the middle of your action, the NPC sack whacks you, and you will have to start the bloody move all over again. I will address this in a later video. Back to Tomb Raider. I also appreciate that Tomb Raider will walk you through new actions as they become available. This helps keep the controller complexity to a minimum. Also, with a simplistic button structure, it covers a good range of actions and doesn't overcomplicate the gameplay. I like that. In Tomb Raider, you can hunt animals. This is a side game all on its own. The sounds of the animals and foliage are super realistic. I have noticed that this game has done brilliantly with its accuracy, so don't half-ass your shots. If you shoot your arrow into a deer's jugular, then the son of a bitch will take off with your arrow. In this game, depending on your difficulty settings, ammunition is scarce, so you do not want to blow off all your ammo during a hunt. Use the proper hunting techniques to minimize wastage, like waiting, stalking, and getting the right angles. A tip would be to conserve ammo for the bad guys and only hunt when you get that upgrade that allows you to pick up all your arrows.
Sorry.
Another tip for those who haven't played this game: if you don't want to hunt right away, don't panic about progressing forward in the story. You can always fast travel from base camp to base camp should you want to go back and hunt some more later on. Let us talk about stealth kills. Sometimes you find yourself sneaking up on a couple of pre-corpses, usually talking shit to one another, and you decide that one of them is in a good position to put an arrow in his bloody cranium. However, I got my timing wrong because I was not paying attention. I shot my arrow and cut him off, mid-dialogue. The other prick became suspicious and turned around to look. Obviously, he saw the arrow in the face of his dead mate, and the alarm bell started to ring. I'm mentioning this because I bloody love how the NPCs function in this game. From what I have seen on YouTube, some games can't get their NPCs to do shit all. And those games were more recently made. They should look at this game that was made in 2013 and apply it to their bloody games made today. You all know what games I'm talking about. The NPCs are fantastic at combat as well. They too will run from cover to cover reacting to the situation, and if they get close enough, then they will melee knock your ass out. I noticed that sometimes they will become hardcore and charge at me through all the gunfire. Seriously full hero mode. And while I was panicking and firing rounds at that prick, the others were switching covers and throwing grenades at me. NPCs took full advantage of the situation. The action in this game is no joking matter, and most of the game I spent on the edge of the seat, constantly sweating in my ass crease. Now let's talk about the tombs and other treasures. Yeah? Good luck with that. The loot map is about as helpful as a chocolate teapot. It gives me a rough idea, but I was still scratching my head looking for an obvious X marks the spot. Because it is a two-dimensional map, and you can climb everything. I am actually searching in 3D space. Sometimes I was running around like a headless turkey for hours before it hit me to look up. Frustrating? Tell me about it. However, when I finally found it, it was an absolute bloody triumph. Next is those charm things that I had to shoot. The bastards blend into the trees so well that they are a pain in my ass. The focus ability helps, but only if I was close enough. If I was too far away, they would just disappear into the landscape. This leaves you squinting and swearing at the screen. Not so much for the poster burning. However, I had to use my focus ability at every wall I looked at. Otherwise, it would be very hard to find them all. Tomb Raider has a good amount of side quests. I tried to find every tomb, every GPS thingy, every scrap salvage, every charm thingy, and upgrade every item or ability. I got really close for my first playthrough. It did take a decent amount of time. But what I have noticed was that even though there are these side quests and they do affect the main objective, it is not imperative to do these side quests. As I progressed through the campaign, I obtained the necessary gear required to move forward with the story. I believe by doing these side quests, it just enhances my abilities for the main campaign. Lara Croft is not a pixelated doll anymore, like in her older games. She's got grit, she's got fear, and she's got the guts to take on an entire island of nutjobs. The game does a great job showcasing her going from a scared kid to an absolute legend. As the game goes on, there's more mud, more blood, and more attitude. I love that I could visually see my progression in this game, purely based on what Lara looks like during gameplay. Let's talk about the side characters. There's a hilariously grumpy old man.
And don't fucking do it!
A comedic younger fellow.
This looks like it might be an electrical problem.
You think?
The helpful, gentle giant.
Cut!
Is he coming back?
A useless pain in my ass.
Once we're ready to leave, we're leaving. Whether you're back or not.
The girl who loves being captured. And then a prick.
I come to you in peace.
Who I didn't trust from the beginning, and for good reason. During gameplay, I found this funny. Even though the crew is on the island with you, do they help Lara Croft? No!
But we're not gonna do anything from up here.
Of course not. Then what added insult to injury was that even though I was the one climbing entire mountains and getting shot at while I was in pursuit of finding a way off the island, they were the ones who ended up getting captured and needed me to rescue them. Seriously? You had one job to do and you screwed that up? But I won't lie, this made it a fun and exciting experience. I am happy with the story in this game. I believe it was told well. Now I'm not going to go through and dissect every moment and give you my analysis of the game story. I believe this is a game that deserves your attention, and I would like you all to play it. But with that being said, I will give you a short version. Lara Croft and her team have set on an expedition to a mysterious island that has untapped archaeological significance. The ship is hit with a great storm, then they are stranded on an island. They find others that are equally stranded, but are batshit crazy.
This girl, she carries the blood of this land. She could be the key.
Lara Croft finds a way off the island, while simultaneously uncovering the mysteries of the island, which turns out are linked to why they were there in the first place. Lara overcomes the challenge ahead, and then they are off home. I told that without giving too much away. Like I said, the story is told well and deserves your playthrough. There isn't much negative to say about this game, however, I do have the one. If you finish the main story, with your upgraded arsenal, you wanted to get back into the world with the bad guys for a bit of Rambo action. Wrong. The NPCs don't respawn. The only thing you can go back for is hunting and completing the side quests. Everyone you killed in your first run, all stay dead. If you want to fight the bad guys again, tough shit. Start the game all over again. This isn't a huge issue. This game was good enough that I would play it again for a second time. I just think that this was just a missed opportunity. So to wrap up this love fest, I want to part by saying that this game was awesome at every turn. Thank you to the developers for making such a good game and for not compromising good gameplay. For silly monetization mechanics. I hope I did a good enough job in encouraging you to play this game. I tried to not spoil anything in this video because it is a good game and deserves your attention. Please post in the comments below. I want to know how you experienced Tomb Raider, and did you enjoy it as much as I did? Was there anything that I missed out on? Also, let me know what game you would like me to play next. At the moment, I'm feeling like playing BioShock Remastered. What do you think? Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe to keep this channel alive. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on my next video drop. Peace.